Everybody back in the building, yo. Shout out to the sponsors, the Snow Goons, Creative Juices Music, Elite Sound International, and of course, Blaze 'em Up Radio. Got the homie, the family, Mikey Bourbon on the show again. Gonna be chopping it up, you know what I mean? Discussing some of his latest projects, you know what I mean? Talk about the little tour he went on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that be y'all.
Yo, what's good,
Yo, what's good, brother?
You know me. Just keep it busy, dude. Working nonstop.
Yo, I seen that shit, bro, man. Yo, you just came off a tour and shit. You know what I'm saying? You all over the motherfucking plate, bro.
Look, God rested on the 7th day. I made it 6. And then I had to take a fucking nap. And then I woke up and started right
word.
back over.
Word.
You got from a tour and you literally came back and released 2 songs. I'm like, and recorded 4 more. So it's, if you love it, it's really all all you're doing and thinking about. If not, then you're just one of those motherfuckers who's sharing people's shit for likes and attention, and that's a whole nother fucking story. The hobbyists. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Word, man. Yeah, I do. I remember that, man. You was texting me throughout the fucking tour. That you got home. You like, yo, made to pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, take your ass to sleep, nigga.
Yo, it was like because by the time you done, you getting back from the venues, it's like 3 a.m. Some most nights and shit. You literally paying for a hotel to sleep 3.5 hours because you getting back on the fucking road to the next state. So it was like,
yeah.
That last day wasn't bad though. That was good. From like New Hampshire to Connecticut, it was like 1 hour and 45. It was good. I got some sleep that day before the Ghostface show.
Yo, that shit is crazy. That's actually some shit I wanted to discuss, you know what I'm saying? The tour and shit like that. You know what I mean? Give a little people insight of the tour for those that couldn't make it to the shows and shit. You know what I mean? Just give your overall perspective of the shit, because you know what I'm saying? You was all the way in it.
Yeah, so well, first of all, big shout out to Deucebug, Kenny Mercer with Tour for Life. The homie tapped into me. I'm always that dude. I go to shows and I appreciate the promoters and what they do in getting us hip hop venues. So I always show up early and be like, hey, can I help y'all load in with the equipment? Can I help y'all at the end of the night? I appreciate what you're doing with this mental health charity and shit. And I always get people to donate. I donate myself. So I guess he hit me up like 4 months before the tour. And he was like, look, I need somebody to work on the tour with me. And I need somebody to some of these stars like Ghost and shit like that, they got contract riders and things they need to get. So, if you could run, hit up the stores, get the shit Ghost need, shit like that. And then, help us load in, load out. That'd be clutch. So, boom, there goes me, Tour for Life, working, And it was a beautiful thing because I got an insider perspective. You know what I mean? I got all the shit he has to do and all the work he has to do as a promoter. That shit is a no-joke job. A lot of artists that think that he's, fucking them over or not giving them enough time or love. And he's literally getting it from the venues. And the venues are doing the best they can with the local police busting their balls and saying you can't be out doing hip-hop at 1 a.m. because, let's face it, hip-hop got a bad name. Motherfuckers, shooting up parking lots at 2 a.m. drunk and shit. But that shit happened at rock shows, too. They just don't shut it down the same. But, I got the perspective of that. And it was crazy because, I never thought I'd meet these motherfuckers. I never thought I'd be outside dapping up Cannabis or, All Flows Reach Out or, Young Z is like the coolest motherfucker in the world and he is insane hip hop talent. And you don't realize how much behind the scenes shit, everybody's like, oh, well, yeah, I remember the Outsiders album. Yeah, there's way more than that. Like, Young Z be on fucking, his music is on Law and Order and shit like that. Like, the guy is a publisher. He is a writer. He is a quiet business machine. So I got to learn and build with these dudes. And I got a perspective nobody else would get, And I wasn't dumb enough to just be like, hey, did you see my set? Are you going to sign me? I just kept my mouth shut. And I asked general, like, hey, what's your thoughts when a label approaches you? Or what's your thoughts when management approaches you? And, I got to really build with these guys who've seen the ugly of the industry, who've seen the pretty, and they know what you're going to run into. So I'm 100% blessed, way blessed. Deucebug and Full Blast Booking is where it's at. They good dudes.
I mean, yo, I got respect for Young Z too, man. 'Cause for those that ain't, you know what I mean? 'Cause for those that ain't know, he was in the Blaze battle. He did his thing and that shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? A lot of niggas ain't had the balls to step in the Blaze battle, KRS-One and all them out in Vegas and shit, and actually put in that work. He was with the Outsiders, but he still he did his thing outside the Outsiders. For those that ain't knowing
Yup.
shit, he held it fucking down. Facts.
Big facts, big facts. And you know, he's like a New Jersey god as far as hip hop goes. Like if you from Jersey and you ain't tapped into Young Z or the Outsiders, and you a fucking duck. You know, you don't know fuck all
Word.
about hip hop. And the same thing with the homie Ren Thomas. I got to build with him, and you know, I got a couple songs with him, but that was just him showing love as an older artist. I didn't really know him like that. You know what I mean? So I got to like
Yeah,
build
yeah.
this bullshit with him, and you learn so much. That motherfucker's live performance and energy, and he had just come back off COVID and went up there and just blew the stage up like he wasn't sick for 5 days. You know what I mean? So
That shit is crazy. Word.
it was crazy lit. Yeah, Young Z showed me mad love too. Actually, him and I gonna be doing a song in the next month or two. We already worked that shit out. I'm gonna be hitting him up and we're gonna be doing it. I want to make sure everything's right for that shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to rush it and be like, well, I've already got this beat sitting in the stash, or you know what I mean? It's like when I find it and it's right and the theme's right, then I'm gonna be like, Z, remember that convo we had? And he's definitely in, because he's the one who was asking me, like, Bourbon, you're fucking dope. When we doing the song? You know? And so
Word.
that's coming soon. Very soon. And I want to say that
Word.
for like a personal project too, because he means so much. Like, yo, look, here's a funny story. I found the Outsiders not well, Eminem had shouted them out on that first album, and I still didn't know fuck all who they was. I stole a car when I was 15. It's an old fucking Dodge Sprinter, old dusty ass car, fucking, you know, screwdriver steering column when you used to the good old days. No microchips, computers, none of that shit. Yo, soon as I dip the first corner, you know, you do to turn the radio up in that bitch, you're all lit, being stupid, stone. It was fucking Pace One, I Declare War CD. I was like, what is this shit? Oh shit!
Yo.
So you know, you drop it off at the spot for they give me my little $300-400 for the fucking shitty car, and I pulled that CD out like, this coming home with me, and that's how I found them. You know what I mean? It was just somebody's mixtape with Outsider shit on there, and it had the Pace I Declare War, and I was like, after that, it was on. I just went and dug up everything. Didn't know that they had built with Rod Digger before she was even Flip Mode Squad. Didn't know, you know. So it was like the way I found them is so different than the normal routes of, oh, I heard it on the radio. Or I heard, you know, for me, it used to be everything was getting those fucking K-Slay mixtapes that he had going out every monthly, Clue mixtapes. And this was, you know, this is when the DJs really hit every month with mixtapes, and there was new freestyles from everybody. It wasn't like now when, you know, these fucking DJs just get on social media to get likes and repost silly videos and shit. They literally were pounding the concrete daily. That's how you found artists. So me finding them on accident in a stolen car was just like, Pace thought that fucking story was hilarious. Like, yo, of all
Yeah,
places
word.
for somebody to find his music is in stealing a car, you know? So it was fucking
It's
good though,
fucking,
man.
that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that ass. Especially because you remember what their content was like on that first album. You know what I mean? It was all off the wall crazy shit, you know, that you had only heard Eminem say, and then you're like, oh, I get why Eminem fit in with them, because they say silly, crazy, off the wall shit. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah.
that was dope. It was great. We was outside of New Hampshire, and you know, there's mad talented artists. So Kenny, that Full Blast, they don't just let motherfuckers on a tour with some half-assed, I think I'm rapping this, but like, he vets them, tells a lot of people, no, you ain't ready yet. Come back in a year or two, work on your skills. So they all freestyling outside, and you know, I'm working that shit. So I'm in just go mode. I'm carrying boxes, helping Kenny with shit. Z just walks up while they freestyling in the cypher, and Z just whispers in my ear. He's like, burn him, Bourbon. Burn him. I just jumped in
Yeah,
that bitch and
word.
started just murking motherfuckers with savage-ass bars. And he was like, ha ha, that's why I love you.
Word. Yo, I'm saying, you fucking, yeah, you got bars, man. So that whole tour sounds fucking crazy, man. And I'm glad, you know what I mean? I'm glad it's for a good cause too, though. So it's not like it wasn't just everybody just rhyming and shit. It had a good purpose behind it. So
Right.
that shit's ill, man.
and not a lot of charities ever are doing anything about mental health. There's always that stigma behind mental health where you can't talk about it, we don't address it, or you not tough if you talking about, you know, you hurting as a dude or something. So for them to
Yeah.
and it made the tour itself like all love. And hip hop is a very non-vulnerable place. Hip hop is a very at each other's throats, savage. And just during those time frames where everybody's performing and shit, it was actually all love. Motherfuckers was at the stage for each other's performances. You know, normally you get a venue, you do your set, and motherfuckers be dipping outside like, I ain't paying attention to these other fucking birds. I'm going home. You know, I'm going to fucking kick it with my boys at the bar. Not every artist was, unless they was like dipping, pissing, smoking a cigarette or an L outside, it was literally right back at that stage, bumping each other's shit. And, you know, that was the best networking and building. I met so many fucking artists out of that, you know?
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope, man. I
And
love
just,
when niggas connect like that, you know what I'm saying? Because we need more of that. Too many niggas with their fucking ego and,
right,
you know what I mean, just not participating in shit because they think they're bigger than that. But, like, that's what
right,
real fucking hip hop's about, man. So that shit's
right.
dope, man. Yeah, shit's crazy, man. And it was well deserved for you, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you were fucking, like, you know what I mean? Even before the tours and the tracks we did together, man, we been talking and shit. You
Yeah,
been fucking
facts.
lighting shit up, man. You know
It's
what I
just
mean?
organic, and that's how it should be. It shouldn't be, I heard somebody's bars, I think he can help my career get a little higher. I'm gonna shoot him a let's work DM. I be looking at them shits like, yeah, let's block. Let's block, not let's work, motherfucker. You ain't like a single fucking post. You ain't like a single song. You ain't in a single YouTube comment. Don't come at me, let's work, because you see me with big birds now. You know what I mean? You see me out there with the
Yep.
big dogs all of a sudden, you want, nah. Nah,
The
you know how that
motherfucking
shit
dick
go.
riders, man. Them dick riders, trust, man. I get that shit all the motherfucking time. And you know
Yo,
how many niggas I gotta block, man? I think I block more niggas than I get followers sometimes. Like shit's funny style. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Straight up and down. And I
right,
try to be nice about it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be on my motherfucking humble. Like, yo,
right,
you know what
right,
I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That shit is all right, cool, whatever. But motherfucker, if I don't see you liking my shit, sharing my shit, the fuck you want me to do for you? You want me to buy your fucking album, nigga? You couldn't even afford to pay me a like. The fuck is
right,
up with
right,
that,
right,
man?
right. Exactly, exactly. And that's, yeah, and I try and be on that humble shit too. Listen, right now is not a good time. I'm heavy, I'm working, I'm busy as fuck. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, when it's just on that bird, yo, let's work. And I'll be like, you know, it's happened, dog. I'll be polite, like, listen, I got too much on my plate right now, dog. And he'd be like, fuck, man, I was trying to hook you up. I'll be like, you blocked. I ain't talking to you. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, nigga was gonna hit you up with them fake ass followers, you know, them fucking bots and shit.
Right,
Like,
right, right.
yeah, I know what the time it is with
Fucking,
them shit,
no,
nigga.
homies,
Yeah, nah, trust, man. Yeah, you've been doing it big, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yo,
definitely, even with our
homies,
tracks, though, man.
Tony Don's up in there. King Virtue like Bourbon, let's work. Shout out to the Ghost Squad
Word.
of fucking boys. They was so fucking, yo, first of all, the energy on the Ghost Squad live performance, money. I'm talking about like, and I don't want to put a Wu-Tang comparison because they their own animal. But the way that they vibe off each other, they counted it. They knew each other's bars. You could tell they enjoyed each other's music. You know what I mean? So even if they wasn't shining because they wasn't on that song, you still had the four motherfuckers behind there who knew every lyric without a mic. Drop that, and that's
Word.
that brotherly love and energy you don't see. So when you see that many artists on the Ghost Squad, know every one of those motherfuckers is in connecting in tune with the next one. This shit ain't just because they were grabbing people and saying we could get more fans by having more rappers. They're the
Word.
real dudes, yo.
Yeah, I seen them doing their thing at that fucking Jersey show and shit. You know what I'm saying? They were definitely working, man. Like I love to see that. That was like the fucking first show, bro, I've been to in like really like years and shit like that, bro. And yo, I loved it. Like everything, lingo, those motherfucking shows. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
the Snow Goons stole motherfucking shows, and
yeah,
like
yeah.
that shit was lit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I left that place like, yo, thank fucking God, because I thought it was gonna be another, you know, what I mean, not to say it like that, but I thought
Yeah,
it was gonna be
right,
another
right. Well,
trap,
nowadays,
hip hop
yes, and you
shit.
expect the worst. You see so many fucking beat down hip hop shows as a waste of fucking time. Yeah, I know. I feel you. I feel you.
Yo,
Yeah.
they be trying to fish me in, bro. The niggas be like, yo, check, come to this hip hop show, and there's all motherfucking trap artists, nigga. What the fuck? Like, I'm not trying to sit here and do all that, nigga. Like, I support you from the curtain, behind the curtain, bro. You know what I mean? I like, but I'm not trying to sit here. This motherfucking heavy ass bass lines all motherfucking night, bro. Like, I don't want to deal with all that shit.
Zero
You know what
lyricism,
I'm saying?
zero showmanship. Yeah, yeah, no. That's exactly like that shit turns into a high school talent show.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, yo,
No,
peace to Lingo, man, grind mode cipher, man. God damn, they are motherfucking hip hop, straight up and
yeah.
down.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely. And you know what? Like, you won't find dudes that do it for the love. Like, there's like only a handful of dudes that genuinely are just doing it for the love of the music, of the culture, and you know, Lingo, AOK, Grimo, they those dudes, 100%. Trippy, Johnny Concepts work with them too. They all fucking legitly love this shit. And look, I would never be here if those dudes didn't bring me in and say, you got something. Why don't you fucking cultivate that and become more? You know what
word,
I mean? So between that and my
word.
little brother getting me, I mean, look, all I was trying to do was stay the fuck out of jail. You know what I mean? So I was like, I got a nice 9 to 5. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, my head down. And you know, once somebody was like, dude, then I started listening, like, yo, I am better than most of these motherfuckers. Not in a bad way, but if they could do it, I could do it. You know what I mean? And just in 2.5 years, look where it's gone in that little bit of time, because I put in the energy and work. And that's all anybody needs to do. You know what I mean? And that don't mean like getting mad because people ain't clicking likes or you don't got enough subscribers. That means just nonstop working on your craft, and wherever the fuck that takes you, you just keep going and grinding every fucking day. Hey,
Yo, I'm gonna say this. The
shout out
only
to my
thing I was,
godfather, son, my brother Mikey on here. He's tagging me. Shout out to my goddaughter Reagan. He said Reagan wants her bars. She over here watching with me. Love you, Reagan.
yo,
So,
peace,
I
peace.
just look, Mickey Bourbon's for the children, dude. You know what I mean?
The
Like
only thing, the
ODB.
only thing I would say, the only thing I will say about I regret about that show was not personally meeting you. I'm not gonna front. I think I did see you on stage when they were filming, but you look drunk as fuck. I don't think you would have remembered me either. You did see my big ass.
I was a little
You know
wild.
what I'm
I
saying?
was a little wild that night. I try not to do that no more though. If I'm performing, usually it's like when I'm done performing. So that's probably why I was, because I was in shit show mode after I performed. Like, let's fucking go. You know what I mean? But you know, true to the name, that bourbon shit didn't come from nowhere. There was definitely an alcohol problem for a lot of years.
Whoa.
But it's much under control now. Like even the whole tour for life, most people that was there would vouch. I might be having a beer once in a while, but there was no like, hey, let's do 9 shots with me. There was one of them. The one show was Worcester, Massachusetts. Was it? No, it was either that or New Hampshire. Yeah, New Hampshire. I had a fan drive down like 3.5 hours to meet me. Motherfucker drew from all
That's
the way
crazy.
like North Maine, 3.5, 4 hours driving just to meet me and see me perform. And my dude just kept going, please do a shot with me. Please, I want to say I did shots with Mickey Bourbon. So that night, I didn't get drunk, but I was definitely like, okay, shit's getting a little fuzzy. We need to pull up the e-brake and drink some water now because you got to perform in a few. You know what I mean? Look,
That's crazy.
back in 2016, I did like some shows with my little brother, Frankie V, and we were doing it as a group. And I ain't take that shit seriously. I was just getting free drinks at the venues and shit. So I'm like, yeah, this is for me. This is what I'm going to do for, you know. And then I saw a playback video and I was like, yo, you're so disrespectful to like the art and what people who do this for a living. Like, you really up there sloppy yelling at people and shit, you know, like getting in fights in parking lots and shit, man. Like, you sloppy son of a bitch. You really getting a show and then fighting people in a parking lot outside? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Yo,
So
I'm dead, yo.
a lot of growing up, this shit's taking me, and being obsessed with the work helps with that, man. Because you like, you know, if I plan on getting a song a day done at least, I can if I got a fucking bottle in my hand. So that's where it all falls into place. But I get my me time. Look, yesterday I sent out like a brand new freestyle to like 5, 6 different online platforms. I ain't giving them a free shout out unless they had me on. But I sent it out yesterday. As soon as I was done, like 5, 6 o'clock, I said, fuck that. I can have a couple beers now. I can relax. I have my son here with me. You know what I mean? We enjoyed ourselves. So I still get it in sometimes. I still get it in.
Nah,
I'm
I
good
feel
to
you. I
do
feel
like a
you, yo.
little edible once in a while, you know? Nothing hurt me. A little smoking. Ain't so bad. But look, I ain't drunk pissing in the middle of the street somewhere running from cops hopping fences. So you know what? It's a big bonus.
No doubt, no doubt. I feel you, bro. Yeah, I've always wanted to get some feedback on that tour and shit, man. Cause yo,
Yeah, no,
like aside from that,
it was fucking incredible, and the fact that the majority of the shows, the headliners was actually out in the crowd and building with the artists, and you know what I mean. Like Offloads reach out, that motherfucker. Some of his songs getting 4.5 million views and shit, and my dude's still just dapping people up in the crowd. He enjoying the fucking show, watching hip hop and shit. You know what I mean? So dudes like that, I actually got lucky. Kenny was like, "Yo, Offloads need somebody to pick him up from the hotel." Say less. I'll go meet this motherfucker, pick him up. You know what I mean? But I kept
word,
it
yo,
all
that shit
professional.
crazy.
I ain't do no fangirl shit or, you know what I mean? Try and like be like, oops, I dropped my mixtape on the floor. You might want to grab it. You know what I mean? I just literally was like, hey, it's cool to meet you. You got skills, dude. You know what I mean? Drop him off and let that man enjoy his, you know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you, man. Yeah, I can't be like that either, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see some big ass name and shit. Most of the time, I just walk right by them. It's like whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's, either way, I'm gonna support whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I ain't walking up to niggas like, yo, let me get
Right.
this autograph. And
Right.
just like, nah,
So
son. It's like,
I
yo,
was
what's,
in,
you know what I mean?
like even with Ghost and Sheik Luch, like Sheik wasn't playing for that last show. Sheik showed up with Ghost, just rolling with him, and went out there and gave a bonus performance to everybody, performing mad locks joints and shit. But I was down in the green room because I had to load all that shit down there for them, and you know make sure it was legit and ready for them and shit, and the shit Ghost needed to perform. So I just went down there to make sure, and they was in there. I was like, oh shit. So I didn't want to be like all fangirling, and I just said, what's up, guys? Listen, I need you to sign this shirt for the tour. You know, it's all for charity. So they signed the shirt for the charity or whatever. And then Ghost was like, oh shit, you got on the Ghostface shoes. I was like, yeah, I copped the Ewings, the Ghostface Ewings. And he was like, you want me to sign one of those, don't you? I was like, yeah, low key, I do. So he tagged that shit up. And then Sheik was like, you want to get a picture? I was like, I mean, if you asking. So I got a
No
picture with
word.
him. And then I was going to get a picture with Ghost. But somehow, like, two chicks got in there and they were getting on Ghost nerves because they were just, you know, they were fans, but they got into the room somehow. Somebody must have left it like not shut. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get in this motherfucker's nerves where, you know, he's got a bunch of people in his face all loud and shit. Let me get the fuck out of here, you know? Appreciate the moment and get the fuck out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy, man. That's
Yeah,
fucking
yo,
crazy, bro.
look, coming up, listening to that Iron Man album, was that 25 years ago now? I never would have thought that when Ghost opened to perform, I'd be on stage behind him, watching from behind the stage. You know what I mean? Not down in the crowd, like standing there on the stage, like, holy shit. And even then, I wanted to be respectful. Like, you know, this motherfucker performing, he don't need five people. You know, I was like, let me get off the stage and go out in the crowd and be respected. Because, you know, you don't want people standing behind you while you're performing and shit, you know? So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, I feel you. You know what I mean? Keep your distance, but still, it's still a blessing to see all that from the backstage and not being in the front of the stage. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's a great
Right,
feeling,
right.
yo.
Just him coming out opening and shit. It was like, you know, I did like the first song while he was up there and was like, all right, let me step out now. Especially too, because there's like 80 people in the fucking crowd who want to see him just as bad as me. I'm like, that shit ain't fair. I'm standing up there and they can see my fucking big ass ear standing up behind Ghost up against the wall. Like, let me get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't better than nobody, you know?
Yo, I'm
So,
dead. Yo, peace, Benny.
yo, Benny, what's good, family? Hey, Holiday, that dude, man. I love that fucking dude. He a fucking spaz just like me, so I love that fucking guy. We both hyper loud, obnoxious individuals. We actually got a joint coming out. I've just been mad particular about how it sounds, so I'm re-recording it again for like the third time because I'm like, I want that shit to be right. You know, Holiday showed me love, put this fucking song together. I'm gonna come half stepping with it and fuck up something. I was like, you know, I don't like the way it sounds like 5 different times now. So once that's right, I'm gonna make sure that, you know, it gets out there. But Holiday, a really good dude, man, and he a hard worker. That's something I appreciate more than anything. Is if I know somebody's grinding because they love it, that makes me appreciate them absolutely more.
Yeah, shout out to the brother Benny. We got a joint we dropping soon. That shit is gonna be motherfucking fire too, man.
Yo,
But yeah, Benny a perfectionist. Don't get it twisted for those that
yeah,
don't know the homie Benny. He a perfectionist too, man.
yeah, fact. Yeah,
Word.
I've seen some of his projects. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm pulling that shit for another week because it don't feel right." And I don't blame him.
Word.
I know how that feels as an artist. Like, yo, I'm listening back. And even if nothing's wrong, like my verse was fire, my shit sound good. But next to his, I was like, I ain't match his energy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you need. You don't need a 50% motherfucker with 100% motherfucker on a song, you know? So I was like, we doing it over again. I don't care who's waiting for that shit. You know? So shout out to
Word.
Pungent too. Andy Pungent did the beat for that one. So it was bad love for Benny. Look, I always followed that dude. Like I said, I'm a hip hop fan first and foremost. So even if motherfuckers was like, hey, I don't want to work with you, Mickey, I don't fucking get on that bird shit and be like, well, since he doesn't want to work with me, I'm not. No, I'm gonna listen to this shit anyway. Why wouldn't I? If I didn't do this for a fucking living, I'd be listening to that shit in my fucking car every day. So just because if somebody say they don't want to work with me, I'm gonna be like, I'm not listening to him. Like that's corny, man. Yeah, if you're a fan, you really love this shit. You playing people in your car. If not, you a low key hater.
Yeah, see that's what you know. You know that about me about that too, man.
Yeah,
If I don't like a motherfucker's music, I ain't fucking with them. It don't matter how big they are, how
that
much
ass.
fucking followers, I don't
Right,
fuck with that shit. You know what I mean? They gotta be on point. That's why I fucks
right.
with you and Benny like that, cause y'all really bring my beats to life, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate the fuck out of me. You
Yo,
know what
your
I
shit
mean?
was like, yo, I couldn't believe how perfect it came together. That like I started with that New Jersey Love Story one, and it was a little bit storytelling, and I was like, you know what? I really do know these stories about, you know what I mean? Like Lizzie's just a changed name, dog. That shit. Yeah, without dry snitching, but yo, that shit, has happened. So it was like your shit really brought it to life, man. Those really worked out, man, perfectly. Like 1, 2, 3, and we got more on deck coming up. I just gotta clear off my plate because, like I said, I inundated myself.
Yo, nigga better hurry up and wait for that motherfucking shit, bro. Yeah, word. Yeah, I was like, damn, this New Jersey love story shit. You know what I mean? I was feeling the first one. I'm just like, yo, this shit is crazy how we like making a whole motherfucking trilogy and
Yeah,
shit. But then
yeah. Look,
I'm
and
like, yo,
I'm gonna put them all together later on and just make it one. You know what I mean? Like, but it was just something. There was so many beats there you had sent me, and that was the only thing I came up with was like, yo, why don't I make this a trilogy? You know what I mean? So, and that was
word.
like a one-time thing. That's not something I'm gonna be doing, like chasing every beat, trying to make an 80 fucking page story. But that shit was really popular. A lot of people, like motherfuckers from down in the hood where I'm at, they were like, "Oh shit, yo, I heard that shit. Yo, that shit real
Yo,
as hell, dog." You know what I mean?
yeah. Yo, niggas be sleeping on me too, bro. Niggas really think like I'm just be doing this interview shit, man. I got
Yeah,
bars, I got motherfucking beats, bro. I'm just sitting on my beats because I'm very motherfucking picky. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I got so many beat stats because I don't want just any motherfucker on them shit because
right.
it would hurt my feelings, nigga. I'll be like, nah, this motherfucking trash on my motherfucking beat. Nah,
Right.
nigga,
Yeah, you
like
want your shit being
so.
balled up Kleenex in the corner. You want that shit to be a product when it's done.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Word. You know what I'm
ass.
saying? So, but yeah, definitely want to shout out also, man. Like, yo, you and Bo Fat, y'all got
Yo,
some motherfucking shit, bro.
Yo, that motherfucker just something we just clicked when we started talking, and he was like, "Yo, here's what happened. I did that first like super cipher, I think, for him, or maybe
Hmm.
I did a song. Can't remember. I think it was a super cipher I did." And he was like, he just hit me up like, "Yo, I love your fucking voice, dude." And I sent him a voice message back, and all of a sudden he was like, "Holy shit, your voice really sounds like that. You're not
I
the
said that
dude
same
that just said
motherfucking
that."
shit. Remember that shit? I'm like, yo, this nigga voice sound like that for real. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn.
Hey, that
Yo,
my mama said that pack of Newports a day would never work in my favor. Look at it now, right?
oh shit.
But yeah, he was like, "Yo, we got to do an EP together or something," and I was like, "Yeah, facts. I'm always down, man." And out of nowhere, it was just my inbox. Just that, like, I thought, you get a lot of dudes. It's like, "Hey, let's work later on. We'll get," and you revisit it, or maybe it never happens, but. it was like, yo, I went check my mail one morning and, you know, he's on Germany time. And I'm fucking waking up one day and it was like 7 fucking emails. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, oh shit, there's 3 beats in each of these. Like, dude was not joking. And I was like, you know what? I told that man I'd do it. And I got the fucking time, you know, let's do it. So, and his beats, you know, it's just like yours. It's that boom bap gritty shit that it just works for me. It just, like, you know what I mean? Like, look, I can write over anything. It's like they said on the One Woo album, you put some fucking water drops on in the background, I'll spit on it. But when it comes to you naturally, because it's that raw, gritty boom bap, like you writing songs in like a half hour and 20 minutes, you perfecting it over time as you rap it more. But yo, 20 minutes, it's scribbled out. Like, let's go. You know, that shit is just, bleh. You just vomit a whole fucking 32 bars, 48 bars, like it's nothing.
Yeah, y'all definitely got some shit. That solemnly swear shit y'all just dropped, man. I was like, yo, this shit's fucking ill.
And shout out to my homie Details there. He with Smith House Records. He's with Blacksmith too. Those dudes from S, they nasty, dude. I would try and give it that Griselda vibe, but there's not exactly that. Cause it's not all Coke Boy shit, but there's raw lyricism in there, like with these guys. And that shit speaks to my soul. I actually found them as a fan. I performed at the Cellar in Treadwell, and I did my set before them. I was going up earlier because I'm a new jack. That's how it goes. You earn your bones. And I sat down and actually was like, these motherfuckers is nice. And, yo, I built with Details a couple times, and he was like, yo, I fucks with your shit. You nice. And I was like, let's work. And I sent him this. I saw him, and my dude just put it together and got right back, and it was... You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Both facts. Shout out to Both facts, because that motherfucker, he's a one-man band, man. He's doing the mixing. You know what I mean? He's getting shit done. So that's another dude that I said, just like we always talk about, just the love of it is what's there for him. He just loves doing this. You know, it's shout to Both facts too, because him putting together that Deadly Duo shit. You know, besides the VIP, I told you I met Illegal. That's how I met you and shit. Well, that's how I got linked with the Goons, and now I've got a song out with them, which I never thought that would have been me. You know what I mean? So that fucking Devil's Advocate, you know, with Bofa and me and Shy Elemental, that shit came out dope. You know, I'm hoping organically that I'll get to do more with the Goons in the future. So I'm hoping, hint, motherfucker. I know y'all gonna be watching this shit. No, I'm sorry. Look, if it happens organically, it's still all love. Like I said, though, I'm a fan in the end anyway. So if they never fucking reach out to me, I'm still gonna be listening. I'm still gonna be
I'll keep it a buck though. Just knowing the family. If they weren't interested in you, they wouldn't even have had you on that problem. So it's like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people say that too. Yo, a lot of niggas say that shit. It should be having me cracking up. They be like, I know them niggas is watching. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, I mean, yeah, they do watch when they get the time. You know, Illegal is busy as a motherfucker. Like, but yeah, I mean,
but even I wouldn't do it that way. Like if I really wanted the direct link, I'd hit them up like, yo, I really want to do something with y'all. Y'all want to, you know, work in some capacity. When the time is right and when the energy's right and, you know, they feel something's right, then I think it'll just happen. That's the way it's all going down for me. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting hit up by fucking managers and radio stations now and shit. It's like, but I don't force it. I don't fucking start calling him back, you know, or nothing like that. When it happens, it'll happen. I'm just going to keep fucking working because in the end, I'm an artist. I'm not a fucking a dream chaser. I'm just trying to do just what I love doing.
That's all it takes, man. Just fucking enjoying it, enjoying what you have, you know what I mean? And just fucking not throwing yourself at every fucking opportunity. That's where a lot of these niggas get shit twisted because they think, you know what I mean, let me just hop out the next fucking deal. And it's like, nah, man, just do what you do and bigger things come. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't just jump in the first pool you see. You know what I mean? When there's a whole fucking lake, a whole fucking, you know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. I tell a lot of dudes that. They're like, you know, how come you're not going to this Grind Mode Cypher? And it's usually like a monetary or a time thing. Like, I fucking love those dudes. And I go to every fucking one in my life. but I can't just hyper focus in one spot in my life. So I gotta move around, and you know, when time allots, I gotta stay home and record because I blew, you know, a G fucking flying out somewhere, doing the event, recording. You know, it's like I just came back from a fucking 5-day tour. That shit is a lot. I need to be fuck all for the next month. My ass is staying fuck home, man. Don't think I don't want to. I be
Yeah, I was being an ass too, though. Yo, for the record, for everybody watching and those that watch later, I was an ass. I'm like, yo, son, when's that track coming? He's like, nigga, I just got off a 5-day tour. I'm like, you know, I need that fire, though. I need that fire, though.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that because look, we all working, so you need date timelines. Because if you don't know when shit's coming to you, how the fuck you planning what else you doing in your life? So I always respect that. I never get mad. Like, why the fuck you hitting? You know what I mean? It's always like, absolutely, dog. I got you. Just need a little fucking rest time. Now all I got like 2 tracks left to finish up that Bowfire EP. There's literally 2 I have to record it. Once that's shut down, then I can literally hyper focus in one spot and get your shit done. So you know me, 2 tracks. This shit, you gonna hear from me in like 4 days. You know what I mean? I work heavy. You know what I mean? I'm literally writing 2 songs while I'm recording one, and it's like just a rotating fucking door.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck though. The reason why, because for those that don't know, me and you talk regularly. We talk like almost every motherfucking day. You want to be honest, but like, you know what I mean. But the thing is, that's why I respect the fuck out of you, because you ain't like these other motherfuckers, man. Because on some real shit, a lot of these motherfuckers, I can't fuck with you niggas, man. Because they be like, yo, they'll see what I'm connecting with and blah blah blah. Yo, let's work on the track. And then all of a sudden niggas disappear, but then be wanting me to support them. It's like, nah, man, what the fuck all that shit, bro? I pass you a beat, and then you keep telling me, oh, which beat? Nigga, it's been 6 months. You still ain't know which fucking beat I'm talking about? Like, the fuck you know what I mean? It's like, there ain't no fucking love. Now, for me, it's like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But the thing is, like I was telling you, these beats that that I said to you were for my sons.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna keep this real for those that are paying attention to listening, man. When it comes to my kids, I'll cut any motherfucker off. If you ain't doing what, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, my kids are participating in the beat process and they're passing out beats. And they definitely wanted you on their beats. So I know you got them. It don't matter the time frame. You know what I'm saying?
Protect them from the ugly side of shit as long as possible. So you keep them from motherfuckers wasting their time and saying, I'm going to do this just because they trying to Absolutely.
Yeah, motherfuckers get cut off real motherfucker quick because I noticed that shit too, bro. And I told niggas, yo, you want to be ducking me for this beats? Cool. That's me, though. I'm a patient motherfucker, but you start playing that funny shit with my sons when you get their hopes up, like, oh, they're going to hop on it, and you fucking play that duck shit, nigga. You getting blocked, you getting cut the fuck off. Don't ask me for shit. Right. So that's why I said with you, it's a different story because we fam. We talk all the time, so I know you got me.
We already cranked out 3 different joints. You know what I mean? You know I'm working. It's just I gotta get other shit. Because you know what? If I'm doing it for you, that means I'm putting 2 other people off and telling them to fuck off. So I always deal with you about the timeline. I never said like, oh shit, I'll have this done in a day or 2. It was like, just give me a few weeks on this one. You know what I mean? So you probably going to see me within a week and a half. That's the worst.
Give and take. Yeah, you always deliver, man. That's what I was saying. For anyone that wants to work with you, man, I'm saying the first-hand experience, you always fucking deliver. And you don't be giving that bullshit either. You don't be writing some lame-ass, tired-ass 16 bars. Every fucking verse you're on is like you can feel your motherfucking soul in the motherfucking shit. Because you always on point.
My name's on that shit. You know what I mean? It's like you don't put your name, you know what I mean? No, I'm good on that. This ain't high school where I try to hide it because I nutted in 30 seconds with a girl and I don't want her to tell 80 other girls. Motherfuckers hear my music. If I put some bullshit out there, everybody gonna know. And they gonna go, shit, he may half-ass it and weak sauce it with our shit. Nah,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't got
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
you are your humble too, though, because you don't be, you know what I mean? Like, you on the business aspect too, man, because we all got kids, we got lives and shit, but you also humble as fuck. But at the flip side of that, man, you got the type of bars that deserve to get paid for. You know what I'm saying? I can see you charging 200 a verse type shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, so facts. Like, you know what? It was this tour that solidified that for me because Z came up to me and he's like, "Why don't I see you doing a ton of features?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. I don't like putting my name on shit if I don't feel it. Like, you know, and if I do feel it, I do it for the love. Then I'll just be like, yeah." He's like, "Don't do that shit for free. A and B, stop turning down money." Get as much publication. It don't matter if they're fucking garbage. You make them pay more if they garbage. Go ahead and get on that
I
new
mean,
track, but they gotta
I,
pay
I,
you.
I
They
agree.
paying that rate. So I
I
feel
agree and
on that.
disagree though. You gotta be careful with that shit because
No,
you know what
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
Look, I ain't gonna get on some kid's fucking, bar mitzvah to fucking, you know what I mean, for his homies and get clown and shit. Well, I'm not doing that shit for a fucking, quinceañera. But I'm gonna look. If there's somebody I'm like, you decent, but it's not my vibe. Listen, you gotta throw me a couple hundo because I'm doing this for my life. This is my life. This is not. I'm doing this for a weekend warrior, bro. You know.
Yeah, but like I said, you gotta be careful with that though, because yeah, the money's nice and shit, but the thing is, your voice is your essence. You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
you throw your
No,
voice on some shit,
I didn't mean it in that sense. I mean, like even as people, I've been turning down. You don't know how many. I turned down mad features, and the people are good. It's not like they're just doo doo fucking sauce. Is that I just be like, nah, I don't see us working right together. It don't feel good to me. You know what I mean? And Z's like, yeah, stop being cool about that shit. Get your bread for doing this because this. Look, I do get paid for certain opportunities and things I do. It's obvious you have to, or what the fuck are we doing this for? But I turn down money a lot of times. Like, yeah, I'm good. Nah, no thanks. I don't think we feel right. It's probably just me worried that somehow down the line it's gonna come back to bite me. I think that worries me too. Is like I don't know some of these artists and what the fuck they doing in their life, and it's like I don't know if you're a fucking weirdo or some shit. You know what I mean? And I'm on your song 10 years from now. It turns out you did some weirdo shit, and now I'm attached to that shit. I don't know. You get paranoid. You know what I mean?
I mean,
You know what it is? It's
you
that
gotta
old
keep
hood
you gotta keep
vibe.
in mind
You won't just
too.
jump in the car with nobody in the hood because you don't know if he just jacked somebody. You know what I mean? So I have that natural paranoia. And Z said that to me. He's like, "This ain't the streets, dog. Stop, stop worrying about that. Not every look. As long as you don't sign your name to nothing, you good. You good.
But
Listen,
you gotta keep in mind too, though, bro. Like that's also what separates us from the rap niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because if we was to just sell verses to just anybody, we are in that category now. Because you know what I'm saying? Not only are you kind of sabotaging yourself in a way, you're also sabotaging the hip hop community. Because if you like say someone's like, yo, I need your verse, they show you a hip hop beat, but then they take that same vocal and put it on a trap beat, you stuck now. Because you not only did you pay for that shit, but now it's like you just gave away all that for just a quick bit of money. Now it's a
yeah,
different
I can
story
see that.
if like you struggling. You know what I mean? Like if you got to feed your kids, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's better than knocking some nigga out, robbing from somebody, or you do what you do. That's justifiable. But when you sell your who you are, your brand
Yeah.
for cheap change,
Oh,
it's not really worth it.
branding is everything, and if your brand is bullshit, you're bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I
Yeah.
absolutely feel that, man. I absolutely feel that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm in this shit for the long haul. I know that for 100%. And don't get me wrong, there's songs on my fucking YouTube I feel are bullshit, and some people may pull them up for, from like, I was like 2 days into recording that shit, freestyling in my house with no mixing, and just threw it up. Like, let's see what people say about it. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
you know, everybody's gonna get that once in a while. I think everybody's got some songs out there. They're like, yeah, it wasn't the best me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sometimes you just gotta, you know, what I mean, you gotta use that as a reference and just get better. I mean,
right.
it is what it is. I mean, because sometimes people need that critique. Some people are too soft to respect that type of, you know what I'm saying, that critique of themselves, and that's where a lot of us fall short when we get stuck in this loop of just being the same nigga every
Yo,
track, every track, every track. But if you
look,
don't
look
listen
at
to other people's critique, oh.
it's mini bourbon. We call him the shot of bourbon. he's just he's the airplane bottle version.
You know what I
No,
mean? That's
I
what I
feel you.
said. Like, man, at the end of the day,
No,
like I respect
right.
I respect what you do, bro. Cause you know what I mean? Like you a good dude. For those that don't know, I mean, yeah, you have a history doing shit, it's obvious. We all got a motherfucking history doing shit.
Absolutely.
But it's what you do with
Right.
that history is what defines you later on. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You
absolutely.
changing it around because I don't see too many street niggas doing things for mental ill and shit like that. Like I don't see too many people
Well,
really
look,
participating.
Look, I got mental illness. I know that, dude. I got years of PTSD and emotional trauma. I got depression. I'm diagnosed bipolar. Why you think I'm so fucking hyper? That shit ain't a fucking shit. That shit ain't an act. Everybody who's just on this tour with me will fucking vouch in the comments. If anybody was like, what up, Mike Hoffa? That's a dude right there. Go Squad, my homies. But yo,
Peace.
they see me. I'm bouncing off the fucking walls all day. Like, because like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, I woke up one morning and said, I'm not medicating anymore. I'm not taking all these fucking drugs the doctors are giving me. I'm a fucking zombie with my head down, and you know what I mean? I ain't pissing right, fucking up my brain. Nah, I'd rather be bouncing off the walls, getting 80 things done at 20% each every fucking day, and you know, just you get a professional therapist who's in the holistic shit. You know what I mean? Eating healthy, drinking right. That's when I put the bottle down, and I'm not trying to bury all my shit with a fucking it was easily a fifth of Makers or Jameson a day. Every day I'd start at like 2 p.m. and just start fucking getting rocked until 8 o'clock and I was passed out. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have my son with me. You know, he's with his mom most of this. So I was getting shit wasted all day, killing myself. So,
Yo, I've been there, bro.
everything. Yo, we need to do more. The same thing about addiction we need to do about mental health. Both of those need to lose that stigma because they go hand in hand. And we need to get people the right fucking help in this country instead of just why you think most of the motherfuckers out robbing, doing wild shit besides their socioeconomic conditions? And you know what I mean? It's because they need fucking help. What you think that what other country in the world has kids shooting up fucking schools and killing kids because motherfuckers can't get mental help? The rest of the world treats that shit like it's a real fucking problem. That's here is like, you don't got enough to pay for that doctor every week. You know what I mean?
Yo, facts.
Yo, my insurance blatantly tells me like, yeah, we're not covering that. What they say? Oh, we'll cover after you've paid for like $2,600 worth. Like, fucking, at that point, I paid for the year, pussy. You know. So
Wait, like yo, I've been there, bro. Trust me. I think I legit got ADHD because I'm hyper like a motherfucker. I don't need drugs. I don't need alcohol. I'm naturally motherfucking hyper, bouncing off the walls and shit. I stopped taking that. Them motherfuckers give me what a Ritalin and all that shit. I'm like, fuck all this shit, bro. I was like, nigga, I'm not trying to have us looking like zombies out here, and then we got another motherfucking problem, looking like we got some other.
You see these young kids on the corner, and they're like chewing Adderalls to stay up and shit nowadays, and I'm like, yo, that shit calms me down. They don't realize like when you need it, the Adderalls don't keep me up. They don't make me bounce. I'll take an Adderall right now and go to bed. That shit don't affect me like it does normal people. There's chemicals wrong in there, dog. You know, but the kids out there chewing Adderall like they're peasant, being up for 2 days like it's meth. Fucking wow.
Yo, you ain't motherfucking lying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I can't fuck with all that shit. I'm too hyper, man. Like I'm bouncing off the wall all day, but in a good sense though. So that's all I'm saying. Like it's one thing if you hyper as fuck, you out here robbing niggas and doing wild shit. But if you just naturally hyper and you appreciate life and you're using that energy for good purposes, that's a whole nother thing. But when people out here shooting people because you know what I mean? They taking all these fucked up medicines, and all these medicines got all these side effects and all this extra shit they don't tell you about, which causes problems. You know what I mean? If you take a Ritalin and that shit says one of the side effects is suicidal tendencies, which would you prefer? Would you rather be bouncing off the walls, or would you rather try to kill yourself? There's so much
Big
bullshit
facts.
behind everything.
Big facts, dog. Absolutely. Yo, that shit made me so much worse. I was taking the fucking drugs it was giving me. I was ready to hang that. I tried to hang it the fuck up. And it was because of their shit. None of that shit helped me. You know what it did? Going and getting mental health through a therapist. And now look, all this fucking hyper energy gets used into so much positive shit because I ain't carrying around all that baggage with it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to bury all that trauma and shit under fucking gallons of alcohol and medication every day.
So that's why I feel like out of all the music shit, man, I feel like hip hop definitely is a savior for a lot of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when we hyper as fuck, when you have to sit there and focus, right, rhymes, and then you take all that energy to the stage, just fucking jump off the stage and get mad live. You take your ass home, you going to sleep.
No, look,
it don't matter how much.
I was so hyped and energetic, I ripped my arm out the socket. Dead ass. I'm waiting on the footage back. I dislocated my shoulder while I was whipping the t-shirt on stage with the mic in my hand, and I grabbed it, and they got footage. I'm waiting for the dude to send it to me. I pop it back in the socket with my hand, like crunch, and kept performing like fuck it. I'm up here now.
Yo.
I screamed too. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. People thought that shit was part of the performance. Like, yo, he's just screaming up there. Like, no, I ain't fucking trying to be a heavy metal singer. Pop my arm back in the side.
Yo, you should add that in your next music video. That's fucking
I'm
crazy.
100%. I'm using that in the X-ray. And, like, my doctor, I went and got an X-ray like 2 days after I got home. I raised my clavicle a quarter inch. Like, I fucked my shit up just getting so hyped on stage. I don't know how. It's like a 1 in a million. Like, yo, I work out at the gym every day. I don't rip my shoulder out the socket. I've been in stupid ass like fights, car accidents. My shoulder don't rip out the socket. I get on stage and with a fucking t-shirt, spaz and rip my arm out the socket.
Yo, I'm fucking dead. This man doing the PD Pablo with the fucking shirt and all of a sudden, bam. We too old for this shit, nigga. That's what it is. Bottom line.
Them knee creaks and back aches is getting worse and worse, dog.
Yeah, I said that same shit, bro. When I was playing basketball the other day, man, I fucking went for the ill jump shot. Pop! I'm like, yo, what? Bro, I exercise. I run all day. I lift 150 pounds all fucking day. How the fuck does this shit happen, man? We too old for this motherfucking shit, bro. Yep. Damn. And then niggas wonder why these young niggas wonder why we don't want to fight no more. Like, we too old for y'all niggas.
Right.
Y'all,
yo,
you know what I mean?
Fighting now, dog. I'm hitting you with something and I'm going to fuck home. I'm taking a tire iron out my trunk. I'm cracking your little ass, and I'm going to fuck home. I ain't trying to fight y'all out here. I'll put my hands. I'll be the first to put my hands up. Like, I don't want no beef, dog. I'm going home, little motherfucker. Calm down. You know what I mean? But it's not.
Whoa.
I'm sitting there squabbling in the streets with your young ass, dude. I'm hitting you with something, and I'm going home to bed. My ass is in bed by 10:30. It's deals. It's a wrap.
Yo, fucking dead, man. That's one hell of a story, man. You fucking threw your shoulder out of stage. That's crazy.
Popped it right out the socket. I'm waiting for the homie fucking Squatch to get back to me. He had the footage. I don't know. He said he thinks he got it, but he had so much shit to go through. He said it's gonna take him a few days or a week. So once he gets it, yo, that shit getting used for a video because I know I blatantly popped it out the socket. The arm was hanging there. I grabbed it by the shoulder like this and crunched that shit like some old Lethal Weapon shit. Some old fucking, you know what I mean? Mel Gibson Lethal Weapon, pop your shoulder back and shit. That shit
is crazy. Yeah, you need a motherfucking TikTok the shit out of that. Yo, hip hop rapper, fucking dislocate shoulder live on stage.
Dead ass.
You will be famous. You will be famous.
They'll be like, "There's music in the video. We gotta shut it off." You know what I mean? They corny like that.
Yeah, well, make sure to play your own music,
motherfucker. It's just like Instagram flagged me for my shit today. I was like, "Listen, motherfucker, that's my fucking song." Like, your bots need to calm the fuck down and look whose music it is. This is copyrighted by me.
Yo, word. Yo, that's why, well, at least now we know the next project we work out, we need to call it like Shoulder Out with some shit.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Right. Pop it back in. That's it.
Popping and locking.
Yo, that shit.
Yo.
I saw like a white flash when I popped that shit back in. It hurt worse popping it in than back out. I screamed like, "What the fuck?" Oh,
that shit is crazy, bro.
And kept performing.
That's crazy.
Like, fuck it, we good.
Yo, that shit is wild, man. I ain't never heard some shit like that. That's some definitely next level shit to catch our camera, especially in front of like thousands of people and shit.
Yo, it was busy as hell, packed venue. Most people I've ever performed in front of, you know what I mean? So it was like, I was like, yo, what do I do though? Do I jump off stage and get my shit fixed? Go to a doctor? No, fuck that. This is the one opportunity in your life. You pop that shit, you get back to fucking work. You can get help later. And I went the rest of the night, helped with the venue, helped people close out, drove back to my hotel, slept, came home, and made a doctor's appointment because the fuck is the ER going to do anyway? They're going to take an x-ray and send you home with drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I would have just took the drugs they gave me and sold that shit anyway. So I'd have just sold all the Percocets anyway.
Well, it says you on your health insurance.
yeah, right. Keeping me out of trouble, not going to the hospital.
That's good, yo. Which performance was that?
That was the last one. That was the last one. That was Ghostface. That was Toad's Place, Connecticut.
You should be like, yo, Ghostface.
I'm glad it was the last night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word. You should be like, yo, Ghostface, I popped my shoulder out. Can you sign it?
Like, can you sign my arm? Well, I can't cut that off and put it in the closet. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but
Word,
he
yo, that
signed
shit
those
crazy.
kicks. I got those kicks upstairs. I put those shits right back. Like I walked to my car, switched them out with another pair of kicks I had packed, and went right back to the venue to work.
It's just gonna be worth mad dough.
Yeah,
Shit.
and I don't give a fuck. I don't care if I'm, if I'm down to my last, I'll be carrying those shoes under my arm, homeless. Like they staying with me until I fucking die.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you, man. Get you a fucking nice little case for that shit and all that.
Right.
Word. That's just up, man. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, that's just wild, man. You gotta be all hyped up and
Yo,
it's like 10
always
o'clock at
dumb
night and
shit
shit,
happen.
bro.
Dude, I swear to God, dumb shit happened to me all the fucking time. I swear to God it does, man. Yo, I
Yo,
was
but
doing
that just makes you the dope artist you are. You know what I'm saying? Like all the
I was
crazy
doing
shit
this
happens
show
to you.
right before for Z's album party. I was performing at that shit. It was Scumbag Sundays up in Newark. Yo, I'm the first performer that night. It was like fucking 10, 11 o'clock at night. I pick up the mic. Their bootleg ass mic at the venue just fell the fuck out on the floor halfway through my verse. Yo, I screamed that shit like a heavy metal singer while I was putting it back together. Like, I ain't stopping rapping. Fuck you. Like, what the fuck you gonna do, though? You gotta keep performing. You have to. Yo, hip-hop is not
Yo,
the crowd like a rock crowd while they're cheering you on while you fixing your equipment. Hip hop gonna be like, if you ain't spitting, get the fuck off of there. You know what I mean? You wasting our time. So I
yo,
kept
you
rapping.
ain't lying.
I kept rapping with no mic, fucking screaming that shit over the speakers, and motherfuckers still heard me. They actually, yo, as soon as I plugged that mic back in, they all started cheering and shit, like, oh shit. Like I ain't stopping, dog.
That
I
shit is
stopped on.
crazy. Yeah, that's what makes you a great artist, though, man. That's why you need to get booked more shows, because
I
regardless of what the
appreciate
fuck
that. Yeah,
happens,
I need to start with New Jersey. I'm not sure. I'm sure you know probably New Jersey is really bad for hip hop venues. You gotta have like, well, first of all, you got places like Dingbats. There's a few. You can go up to the hood. You go to Patterson, Newark. There's a few, but most of them don't let hip hop perform because it got a bad name in the late '90s, the early 2000s with knuckleheads outside the club. But that's the exception, not the rule, and people don't get that. So we gotta break that stigma too. Like hip hop ain't always violent. You know what I mean? It's like as long as you got your shit together at the venue, make sure dumb motherfuckers ain't carrying shit in and stuff. You good. You know what I mean? So I mean, but you got respected promoters like Kenny with Full Blast. They know that he's gonna put a decent venue together. The artist ain't gonna be on some dumb shit. The fans ain't gonna be on some dumb shit. So thank God for dudes like that, or Young Z putting together a venue for us and shit like that. Like hitting me up, like Mickey, I'd love to get you out here to perform. That's fucking love right there because I wouldn't have a fucking platform without dudes like that vouching for me and co-signing me, you know? And the same goes for you too, you know what I mean? Look, you listen to my lyrics one try, you're like, I ain't gonna have that unstable bastard on for an interview. You know what I mean? Most people are like, this dumb motherfucker gonna say some dumb shit. You know? You gonna get over that's canceled. You know, but I'm
yo,
not like that,
word.
man. I only say the crazy shit because that is literally my experience. I was stupid. I was fucking crazy, and I got educated and pulled my shit together, you know? So this is
Word.
the Mickey. I drink water all fucking day. Speaking of which, drink water, you pieces of shit. But, I drink water heavy. I fucking don't eat pork anymore. I started to reduce all the fucking, harmful, antibiotics and hormones in my food. It's just because I want to fucking live. And I love doing this shit.
Word. Well, I was gonna tell you this much, man. I was thinking about it, yo, and I definitely would like you to co-host a show. I'm trying to figure all that shit out. 'Cause, yo, I think, yeah, we make a good team out of this shit. We both
Yeah,
hyper
yo,
as
I'm
fuck, man.
definitely
And
down, dude. I'm definitely down. As long as it's hip hop related, I am in. You already know that. But yo, we got each other's numbers. You know we gonna build. It's not like we ain't gonna be talking tomorrow anyway, outside of the platform.
yeah, word. But yo, definitely appreciate the stories and shit, man. And I always love having you on. But yo, I definitely want to leave off though if you down to drop some bars and shit.
I mean, why not, right? I'm always down for that shit. All right, so it'd be like, I've been nice with the knuckles since my pops whipped the belt buckle. Sidestep and duck like who the fuck come tussle. Nice with a mix, I'm better with the flow. Either way, one blow, you're off of your toes. You ask them, they know. I left them like, oh, Mick Bird's gonna burn flame, cyanide, high pyro. The kid been a slob. It's Mr. Go Get a Job. Sick like a bomb in a Jewish synagogue. Ain't half of these rappers half as nice as Mike. I'ma be around longer than the Price is Right. From the burbs to the hood like Chinese rice. And I get up in your head like a case of lice. Ain't that trife? Ain't I so nasty? Ain't life crappy like this whole world backstabbed me? I deserve the world, but I didn't get it yet. So why should come with warnings like a pack of cigarettes?
God damn. Woof. Yeah, that's what fucking talking about, man. Hell fucking yeah, bro.
I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you very much. Yeah, I fucking love doing
Well,
it. And I really love doing this. There's nothing else I can really see me doing. And look, I got a fucking degree. I got a college degree. And I'm like, I'm good on that shit. You know, this is what I do. This is literally everything to me.
yeah, nah, I feel you. That's what it saying goes to me, man. Like I said, took my 7 year hiatus and shit. My life got all fucked up and shit. Came back like, yo, fuck it. I'm taking over. I'm gonna do what I can from the hip hop culture, the community and shit. But
Yeah.
artists like you, I fight for all y'all. I fight for myself, man. Cause yo, we need to take this shit back from these motherfucking vultures. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Appreciate
done
you.
with the.
Big facts. Big fact. We need to take it back from the big money, the fucking scandalous, the old Jewish white men sitting in boardrooms saying this is what the world should listen to. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just everybody needs to just to stand up. Look, the infamous Amadeus, my dude went on live and talked about his own radio station and took that stand. That's what these DJs need to do. That's what these platforms need to do. Everybody needs to say, you know, these young kids is just listening to what you tell them to listen to, but it's the adults, it's the decision makers who are really fucking doing this shit here, and y'all ain't catering to the people who really love it. You know? So that everybody needs to have a voice with that shit, you know? But I'm also not one of these old fleas who says, oh, that shit's not music. Nah, it's music. Just don't call it what it's not. You know what I mean? It's your thing. Make it your thing. Own it. I mean, that's your identity. You use that shit. But don't say, oh, he flowing, he's spitting. No, he's not. No, he's not. That is some fucking nonsense.
I'm the worst. I'm the worst with that type of shit, man. Too many niggas put me on the fucking bench. Yo, Paige, too many people put me on the bench because of that shit, bro. They'll be like, yo, tell me how you think about this shit. I'm like, bro, this ain't it. But, we ain't friends no more. Block my ass and like, yo, I don't.
Yo, no, I mean, I've gotten people in there with some like trap shit and stuff like that, and I'm like, it's great for what it's for. Like, if you getting high at a party and you ain't paying attention and it's just booping in the background, cool. But, yo, you want to play that shit in a room full of 6 dudes who listen to lyrics, they're going to be like, get the fuck out of here. You know, don't call it what it's not. That's all. You know what I mean? I don't fucking piss in the wind and tell you that shit's rain. Don't tell me that shit is bars, you know?
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. Like I said, and those that don't get it, man, like a lot of these people that are hosting shows, online shows, a lot of them can't relate to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not knocking them. Do your hustle, man. I support y'all too.
Yeah.
But yo, I'm an MC myself. I got motherfucking bars. So if you don't fucking come correct, I'm gonna pull your card. I'm like, yo, nah, bro. You need to write something better inside me.
That's where we came from. We came from motherfuckers just calling you out, and you got to spit on the spot somewhere. You know what I mean? You don't got to be like, hold on, let me pull out my fucking notepad real fast. Like, no, that shit ain't working for people, dog.
You ain't fucking lying, bro. That's how I'm saying. Like, I be telling niggas, man, yo, but you can't. It's like you said, though, that you can't fucking have somebody that's outside the circle try to tell the circle how to operate. It don't work like that. You can't have some corny rich white kid in the hood. No, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect and nothing. But you can't have some corny rich white kid in the fucking Beverly Hills trying to tell us what the fuck hip hop's supposed to sound like. If you ain't a part of the cultures.
He makes his music, but make it his reality and call it whatever the fuck he wants to call it, but not this. Not this, you know, and look at me. As a fucking white rapper, I'll tell you right now, I am a guest of the culture, and I appreciate and love that shit. So if I'm gonna stand up for that shit, get in a room with a bunch of motherfuckers who really live and die for this culture, you gonna get it fucking confused quick, dog. You know what I mean? Don't call your shit something it's not. That's all there is to
Exactly.
it, you know. Like, hey, I bopped to some of that shit. Shit, my son, he 11, he listened to some of that shit. I don't be like, what is this music? Busting in the room. I'd be like, hey, that shit got a bop to it. Good job, kiddo, but don't call it rap. Don't call it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
Yo, that's why niggas fuck with my show, bro. Like, I don't pat myself on the back and shit. I'm just trying to keep hip hop alive. But a lot of people say that, but like, yo, I've been on so many other shows and people be like, yo, people just reading off of papers and shit. It's like, nah, man, like that. I make sure to listen to your shit. I have my points on it. I have my bad sides, my good sides to it. And at the same time, if I'm not feeling, I'm not gonna. Why would I have you on the fucking show? It's a waste of my fucking oxygen. It's a waste of anybody's time. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't want nobody pussyfooting and just having me on because they think other people want it. I want them to genuinely be
Mhm.
interested too. They gotta love what they doing and they gotta love what I'm doing, or at least be interested in what I'm doing. Not just say, "Well, I think people might want to watch him today. Let me ask some dumbass questions. What's your favorite food?" Man, if you don't shut the fuck.
Yeah, hey. I would ask a nigga what kind of favorite food they like. You know what I mean? If you were in a whole other motherfucking different area, I'm like, yo, what you eat over there, man? Yo, I eat some fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You know what I mean?
I
You know
gotta,
what I mean? Like if they come in with the fucking cue cards up, like motherfucker, you ain't Letterman, stop. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you at least would build that into another question, you know. But and look, I don't cook shit no more. My wifey cook everything. That bitch is 5-star chef, so I ain't worried about that shit no more. I eat good. I eat good.
I mean, I look at it like this, man, from my point of view for the show with everybody else. I want artists to learn about artists. I want fans to learn about the artists. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's a major part of hip hop that's just disintegrated because it's like, yeah, we can talk about music all motherfucking day, but there's other parts to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you want to get into hip hop? What
Yeah,
happened here? What happened there? Like, what's your fucking favorite movies? You're a producer. What's your favorite samples? What
right.
genre?
And
Where do you sample from?
you can learn stuff about who people really are just by their favorite things. You really can. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Favorite foods, favorite fucking movies. You can really pick up on people. You know?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. I want to be like, yo, that song you just made. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit you made with both at. How did that happen? Did somebody get knocked out in the studio? Did this is you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like these are shit I think people really want to hear. I want to hear everybody.
Right.
Like that story with you popping your shoulder out of the fucking socket.
That
I
shit
think
was
niggas
wild,
need to
though.
hear that shit.
That shit was wild. Like my shit's getting a little better now, but I still got to get an MRI and full surgery. I got to get my whole shoulder rebuilt.
Yo, you give your motherfucking life for hip hop,
I
bro.
would.
That's what needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying?
I
You popped
love
your
this
whole
shit,
fucking
man.
shoulder on stage and still kept rocking, bro. That's what needs to. You ain't like these other niggas. Oh, I got a cold. I can't be on stage. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely not. I'll get up that bitch dying. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I'm very blessed to be able to do this and to get the respect and the cosigns I get. You know what I mean? Like I really, like I came in, I did the Jersey show with my homies Tony Do and Highway 730. They was up there with me, and as soon as I came off, Elder Sensei from fucking New Jersey Artifacts, he came right up to me like, "Yo, your energy is next level, dog. That was crazy up there. Like I'm bouncing off the fucking walls on that. I look like fucking Rage Against the Machine up there. I jump around so much and scream. You know what I mean? I love it, man. I live that shit.
That's crazy, yo. Yeah, peace to the fam elder sensei, yo.
Yeah,
He
yo,
says some shit like that. You gotta take that for what it is.
which was
Word.
crazy because I watched his live performance later, and I'm like, I am nothing like that good. And I took notes. I sat there and watched the fucking teachers do that shit. Like, you know, Ren Thomas, Young Z, and them, they were fucking teachers at what they do. Fucking Elder Sensei, that motherfucker, cold killing professional. Just like the homie Conflict and fucking Nasty. Those dudes did a set up there. Cold killer. It was like what Nasty said. It was like that microphone was like a samurai sword in his hand. That's how precision he was with that show. Like that could be
That's
one way or
crazy.
the other too. That microphone, that boy either swinging it at you and he gonna fuck you up with it, or he gonna entertain you with that shit. But either way, he is a cold killing professional when it comes to performing. I learned a lot on that tour from watching the real ones do it, and I hope to get to that level one day. I hope.
I tell you, almost there, man. You a few steps from heaven, bro. With this shit, the way you rocking this shit, you almost there, man.
I just got to
Trust.
keep working. That's all I know how to do. And where I get from that far from there is where I'll be truly blessed to be. But as long as I keep working, I think I'll be okay. You know what I mean?
Just stay your ass out of trouble, nigga. That's what you need to do.
But
Stay
I'm
your ass
trying
the
now.
fuck out of trouble,
I do
man.
my best.
Take your ass to the gym and write bars.
I do my best. I ain't been in trouble in like a month now, so I'm doing pretty solid.
That ain't good enough. That ain't cutting it. We gotta
It's
go
New
for a year
Jersey,
at
man. Do you
least.
know how hard it is to not get in some red light bullshit in this state? Like, I really be
Listen,
trying.
I'm from New York. If I can survive, you can survive. Don't give me that bullshit, nigga. From Jersey. I'm from New York, bro. We got crackheads scattering from
Shit.
left to right.
We just the sixth borough nobody wanted, so it's the same shit.
Yeah,
Borough
you
got
right.
it
You right.
now.
Yo, facts. But I mean, like I said, man, that's the other problem. You gotta stay out of trouble, man. Too many artists going behind bars. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They ain't worth it.
facts. That's why, yo, they gotta stop getting the fuck on there and rapping about real shit you did, you dummy, or at least mask it under something. Like, at least if I rap about a robbery, I'm statute of limitations. I'm good. If I rap about drugs I had, I'm statute of limitations. You caught a body, shut the fuck up. That shit don't end. They'll get you 60 years later. You have to be in a retirement home for rappers, and they're gonna pull your ass in. Shut up.
Yo, put your ass out of geriatrics right quick, yo. Yeah, you did what on what track?
Right.
Yo,
They already talking about like some of these other dudes, like, look, that Atlanta prosecutor, and 90% of these fucking artists from Atlanta really has some street shit, and they really dropping down. Like, yo, it ain't worth the rap that much, dude, to throw your fucking life away. Like, Tupac was his own animal. Stop trying to be Tupac, guys. Stop.
yeah, word.
That man was also trying to change the world. He was also a genuine poet, a genuine heart. He didn't just do the thug life shit. Everybody don't get that. So they do the thug life shit nonstop. And there you go. RICO charge, you and your whole squad. Bye-bye.
I mean, like I said, man, I'm a product of my environment, but at the same time, I get back to my community. I try to make things better, man. When you become a parent, like a lot of these niggas, I get it, man. They ain't parents. I get it. You're not parents. You're not in that part of your life yet. But when you at this part of your life, man, going backwards makes no motherfucking sense. What's the point?
You know what? If you were a product of your environment, at what point do you look back and be like, I want my environment to be a product of me? Like, I do outreaches every year for the hood. I'm talking about giving out clothing, addiction services. I get mad vendors out there. We giving out food, clothes. Like, in the middle of December in the cold, we was out there. We outside with people. What the fuck is y'all doing? Y'all what? Y'all handing people G-stacks for your YouTube video? That shit ain't doing nothing for nobody. Get in the trenches. See what people really need. Do they need food, water, shelter? Get in there. They need addiction help. They need mental help. Get in there. Do it. Fuck.
Yep.
If you meet
Fuck
with me,
y'all losing your lives
you.
for a couple of views, man. Like this shit, niggas don't understand the algorithms, man. You slapping out here, slapping people doing dumb shit for 1,000 views, man. You made like fucking 10 cents off that
Right.
1,000 views to get
Right.
shot or stabbed. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, come on, man. Like, use your brains.
Yo, my favorite YouTube moment. This was before Nems blew up with that Bing Bong shit and all that, because I was listening to Nems years ago. That's one of my favorite artists. I love that motherfucker. His shit speaks to my soul just because he's that direct, say what the fuck you want like I do. But, some YouTuber tried some prank shit and he was out on Coney. And that was before Nems was blown up, and Nems smacked the shit out of this dude like, bat. Look that shit up. This kid thought he was doing some prank shit, and motherfuckers wasn't having that. You get your YouTube, you're getting the shit smacked out of you on your own.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. People don't get it, man. You sell your soul for that 1,000 views, 10,000 views. Mathematically, you ain't making it. You don't make money. You don't make money. Look at the motherfucking algorithms. Even like it don't make sense to put your life on the line for a couple thousand views, man. Like that shit is fucking stupid.
They see the rare exception where the motherfuckers do get 10 million views per video. The YouTubers but that's a rare. That's like a 1 in every 50,000 fucking dudes putting videos up. Go ahead and try to be that one, but you ruining your fucking life for some dumb shit. You know what I mean?
It ain't motherfucking worth it. Yeah, it ain't fucking worth it. And that's not fucking hip hop either. Doing all that dumb shit. That shit don't automatically put you in the same category as us, man.
Right.
Like,
yeah, cloud.
Like crazy legs, rock the bells, all them real dudes will tell you what hip hop is. Y'all really want to do the knowledge and want to know what hip hop is about, man. Go talk to the elders. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to the
And
real
that's
niggas
something
that was in this.
I actually want to do going in the future. I just posted it like a week ago. I realized after this tour, talking to a lot of artists, they don't know the foundations. They don't know. I mean, they might hear KRS-One or Rakim, but they didn't hear like Leaders of the New School. They don't really know what happened on Sedgwick Ave. You know, they don't understand. And it's like, maybe it's time for somebody, maybe we stop saying these kids don't learn about the history. How about we ain't teaching them? How about we ain't reaching out to them and saying, hey, why don't you take a minute? Let me tell you about where this came from. So maybe it's time we all start doing that. So I think that's something I'm going to start pushing in the future. I don't know whether like something like this, a platform with you, or maybe I start posting weekly like, hey, this is, you know, where KRS and BDP got started. It wasn't just KRS one day by himself. He was, you know, and all that shit. Start working from there. But figure that
I
shit.
mean, yeah, like I try to teach people about the artist, but you know what? Like I said, it's to me, it's more the culture. You know what I mean? Break dancing, the real
Yeah.
cultures of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like the MC is just one piece of the puzzle. So it's like the culture itself is the community. The culture itself is the foundation, the
Yep.
race, the like sticking together. Or not no race in hip hop. It's everybody is together. These are things that need to be taught. That's why people getting shot out here because we're not understanding what the fuck is really supposed to be family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody calling each other
Right.
brothers and family and shit, stab each other for a couple $100 and shit. Nah, man, like
Right.
hip hop is real. Look at what they were doing. When you want to know legacy, look at movies like B Street, which is really based on what community was, what hip
Yep.
hop was. It's not. These are things everyone needs to be taught about. You out here watching Paid in Full, and you out here watching what was that show Power, but you don't know what B Street is, and you don't know
Yep.
fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
We
take it back
family.
to breaking. Take it back to some of that shit too. You know what I mean? With Turbo and
You know what I'm
those
saying?
motherfuckers out there. You know what I mean? With the broom scene and shit. You know, like what
Oh,
motherfuckers know? DJ K Slay, the Drama King. They're all saying R.I.P. They didn't know he was a massive graffiti artist and a tagger to be killed.
oh.
It wasn't K Slay. He had a whole nother fucking name back then. You know what I mean? He's embedded in the culture from day one. Motherfuckers think he's just up there playing beef records and shit. No, that just happened because he had the relationships over time. You know, that's there's so much more foundation to it. If you keep digging beneath the surface, you'll keep finding more and more and more. And there's so much more to learn from me too. So I think while on my quest to start showing the younger generation where hip hop came from, I think I could probably learn a lot more that I don't know. There's shit I
Mm-hmm.
definitely don't know. You know what I mean? I don't pretend to
Yeah,
know. Oh, we
ain't
all
nothing wrong
trying
with
to
that.
learn.
I think that's the other problem too with our age or generation. It's like some of us think we know everything, but ain't nothing wrong with going back and relearning shit that we didn't know or learning newer shit or
Facts.
ain't shit wrong with that, man. You're
Right,
never gonna reach your peak if you're limiting yourself from things that you should have known. Like you know what I'm saying?
right,
Like I said, if people hip hop was before 90s hip hop. You know what I mean? A lot of people when they hear hip hop, they automatically assume it's 90s hip hop.
right,
It
right,
was
right, right.
before that.
Facts. Oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm
motherfuckers think
saying?
that shit started with fucking Mob Deep and fucking Illmatic album, and nah. Different styles may have originated there, but not. It goes further, further, further. You know, and
Hmm.
multi fucking cities that don't even get mentioned. I mean, you know, there was shit happening in the West Coast at a certain time, and people didn't acknowledge that shit. So it goes back a lot of different ways. You could keep branching that shit out like ancestry.com if you look deep enough, you know?
That's the other problem. We're not researching like we used to. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We ain't
Right.
like like look at this nigga
Like
Mikey
out
Bourbon. Like
Google.
he got this dope ass track out. They'll stop right there. They won't. You know what I mean? They'll just be, oh, he got that one track. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's like, nah, research the
Like
nigga's whole.
that one.
You
They
know what I mean?
catalog the discography. Yeah, you right. Big facts.
Yeah, I used to be like, yo, who produced this fucking track off the Illmatic? Let me go fucking search and see what did. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
didn't even
talk
not
for
doing
that.
that. That-
That's when you run into
That's
fucking Q-tip and yo.
I feel like yo, honestly, man, like I don't know if I'm being stupid when I say this shit, bro, but I did. I feel like this generation is more of the producers generation. I feel like us as
Yeah,
producers is really starting to come out. Niggas like Bofat, Sick Nature, you know what I'm saying, Stu Bangers, like all these
yeah,
dope ass
facts.
producers, ID, we're all coming out because we're not just doing the
Yeah,
Oh, well, they're not just doing that. Oh, Nas, it ain't hard to tell. Now it's Bofast presents
Yeah,
Nas, it ain't
facts,
hard to
facts. You
tell.
guys are, yep, and I like that shit, dude. I like dudes getting to shine with me. I don't want to bury y'all in page 3 of the credits of the fucking, book in
You
front of
know what I'm
CD.
saying?
Nah, I want everybody up front with me, man. Like, this motherfucker work with me too. I wouldn't have the inspiration for most of my shit if Bofat didn't provide a beat for it. You know what I mean? Most of these songs came from something that his beats gave me a vibe, gave me a, you know what I mean, a theme and a heart feeling and emotion. So
Just like how y'all niggas tip your barbers, man, you need to tip your local production niggas. You know what I'm
yo,
saying? Like we need some
always
love
show
too, man.
love. Like, yo, if you see my shit, I be shouting out mixing engineers and shit. You know what I mean? I make sure motherfuckers, everybody gets that do love. Speaking of which, shout to Illuminati Death Star, the homie Rez. He be mixing a lot
Word.
of my shit for me. That motherfucker that's the big bro right there. He gives me a lot of good recording tips. Like, he's fucking in it like Matrix type nerd with this fucking engineering and sound engineering. This dude got like 30 years in doing this shit. But the engineers
Yeah,
don't
he
get
good. He
love
good.
too.
He good at his
Producers,
craft, bro.
engineers, they all get fucked over because these dudes want. It's not about the hip hop. It's not about the music. It's not about the culture. It's about them trying to be a star. So what am I going to put this dude on stage with me for and let him get some of the shine? That's just not how I operate, yo. I want my mixing engineer. I want everybody, because if that project did something, then I want to make sure everybody knows this is how it was done through these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yo,
Every
prime
song we did
example of what I'm
together,
speaking
that
of
shit had
too.
you as a featured artist listed right on there. You know what I mean?
Word. I appreciate the shit
It's
out
what,
of that. Yo,
it's
prime
what we know.
example of
I
what the
appreciate it. The reason I put you on there is because I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't gotta
word.
want to work with me. You know what I mean? You gotta show that mutual respect and love, or else nothing gets done.
Yo, prime example of what I was saying back to backpedal real quick is the Nas album. A lot of people back then were debating like the whole album was produced by one producer, but when it started rising, well, people were like, "Oh, Lost Pro produced this.
Yeah,
Oh, Marley Marl produced this, and this is that." It's like it changed the game because they were not getting the credit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
I know most through from the '90s to now, a lot of producers that weren't even allowed to be put in the credits of the videos. And
Right, 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 right.
so I definitely feel like we definitely coming up with all that shit. 'Cause, like that shit's crazy. I
Yeah,
appreciate the fuck out of you for doing that. Cause you are definitely one of my main dudes, man, with this shit. Because a lot of people, I'll be like, so am my name getting slid somewhere in there, or am I gonna get
right.
some love for
No,
this shit?
have
I
it,
mean,
and
you
then
making all this
everybody knows
money.
this is hard.
I mean, what I mean? I'm not greedy. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. But let's be real though. On the business end, man, the niggas is making mad dough off of that shit, and they can't even put your name on the record, bro.
Right, right,
Even if I
right,
don't
right,
want
right.
nothing out of it, it's like that's kind of shiesty,
What
man. Because
I call that little dick energy. Little dick energy is worried about there's other people in the fucking in the view. Fuck that, yo. Everybody get on stage with me. We all gonna shine. We all gonna eat. Fuck that. That's just how I rock.
exactly, man.
But
Like
yo,
I said, at the end of the day,
I
man.
got Lil Man chomping at the bit now, dog. I gotta catch him before bedtime and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
if you don't mind, I normally would build with you all night. You already know that, dog. I'll be up until
Shit, word.
fucking 1 a.m. bullshitting with you, but I got a little dude with me, and family first. You the same. So I'm gonna get him with me. Say goodnight, Jackson. Night. Stop flexing, man.
At
Stop
night,
flexing. All right, now you off the camera now because you flexing.
word. But
Yeah,
once
he like
again,
we both clown. That's a genetic right there. We both fucking clown shoes.
but once again, I love you, brother, man.
Hey, I
You
love you too,
definitely
man.
family, man.
Love is love. I appreciate everything you do. I appreciate you having me, and we're gonna build more starting tomorrow, man. I'll be back to work and grinding. We're gonna keep it going.
No doubt. Well, you already know, man. But I appreciate your time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime,
Say
man.
say say love and peace to the family for me and shit. And
Of
I'm gonna
course.
drop this shit up soon.
Virtue. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Go Squad family, yo. Y'all real ones, yo. Seventh, I appreciate you, fam. Everybody,
Yeah,
thank you. Love is
peace.
love, man.
Word. Peace.
One. Oh, and
Peace.
remember to drink water, you piece of shit. All right,
We're
one.
gonna have to fight on that, nigga. But yeah.
One love, dog.
All right, bro. Peace. Word. That's the family right there, Mickey Bourbon, man. Make sure to check out his newest shit with fucking what you call it. with both at and shit, you know what I mean? Snow Goons and all that. Yo, he been putting in work. NZ Love Story got 3 of those joints. Make sure y'all appreciate and fucking check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got a dope show coming up for next week too. We got Stu Bangers, man. Yo, I can't wait for that shit too. I love his production. You know what I mean? He's a good dude. Yeah, we got a lot of dope shows, man. Just keep tuning in, follow. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. This interview is gonna be on the YouTube soon. But yo, I appreciate all y'all. Love you, love all y'all. Shout out to the sponsors, of course, No Goons, Elite Sound International, Creative Juices Music, you know what I mean? Blaze 'em Up Radio. I appreciate all y'all, and y'all have a good weekend. Peace.